OG, I'm him. Park the back the lamb and then go GLE, I'm Trump. Catch it, we ain't not like them. Only you know that rap come through the rack, no tape.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Timberwolves, solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, the Warriors, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And I think for the Timberwolves, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Butler in at the small forward. Now here's Curry, 5 to shoot. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
You got it, making the commitment. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Now, here's Green. Rudy Gobert, missing his last shot. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForest. Allie, it's all yours.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back over to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Curry following the 3 by Minnesota. Pass to Butler for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? They better be ready to scrap.
Inside. Julius Randle with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. They get it back. Gobert the pass to Randle. Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Curry. Kuminga, screen on DiVincenzo. And Kuminga throws it down.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McDaniels outside. And here is DiVincenzo. His last outing, he had 8 points. to Randall. Just 5 on the clock. And he's good on the 3 ball. Clark, you've been a part of this league for quite some time. What were some of your favorite cities to visit?
Well, it's hard to not include some of the big market cities. L.A., New York, Chicago, Boston, in part because those teams were really good and they also had great fan bases and fun venues to play in.
And here are the Warriors now, following Julius Randle's 3. Shot by Pajemski, no good.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
To the middle. Randle, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Curry with it. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Here's Butler. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
And this is Jimmy's sweet spot. He loves finding room to shoot that mid-range jumper.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. They set the screen. Drops in the tray.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given him another look offensively.
Now here is Conley after the miss from Buddy Hield. Pass to Shannon. And Reed has it in the corner. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Jackson Davis.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here's Shannon. And it's Miller in the corner. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 2. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's Conley and it's Clark in at the three.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Allie. So it's Minnesota now. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Got a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jimmy Butler.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. Healed left side. Here's Post. It's Clark with the rebound. And Clark has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Pass to Shannon from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Shannon's got his second bucket tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Curry. Here's Post. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And he makes that one.
Randall's got tremendous confidence in his game, and he's pretty good at creating with his ball handling having improved.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Clark against Butler. Back to Curry from downtown. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Changes here for the Warriors. Al Horford is checked in for Draymond Green. Grace Jackson-Davis comes in for Quentin Post. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. And Minnesota has possession. Here's McDaniels, and he banks in the layup.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Outside Curry. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Butler loves the three-point look.
Seems to me like Butler is just always in rhythm and under control. His next shot is never far away.
Outside Edwards. Shoots over Pajemski. Edwards can't hit. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Indiana.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
And here is Curry after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. back to Curry. Jacks up a three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his third assist on the night. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Trying so hard to contest that shot. Got a piece of Gobert there.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Warriors. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And a four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Edwards against Hield. Reed, good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Reeves got himself on the board with three there.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Now here's Hield. Still scoreless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Now Curry. He's got 19. Fires the three, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. We'll return shortly.
It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Dribble. And measuring up the shot.
Hey folks, and welcome. This first half has been the Stephen Curry show. He has just been everywhere. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
He's in the mood offensively, carving up the defense like Kenny carves up that tofurkey on Thanksgiving.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, that's like tofu and turkey mixed together. I can't lie, I get into that.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Quentin Post, Kuminga out there with Moody. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Spencer in at the one. Now here's Randall. Takes it inside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Randall's got the first field goal of the second half for the Timberwolves. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And here is DiVincenzo, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Pass to Randall. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Absorbing contact really well. Randall will get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Warriors making a change here. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Curry from 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Hield against Edwards. Edwards getting the close range 2.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Now here's Curry. 22 points for him. Outside Butler. Pass to Hield. From past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Butler. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Butler feeling it out a bit. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. To the inside. And that one's good. Green. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Randall against Green. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Edwards with another miss. Warriors leading by 3. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor, as complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And And Post gets it to go.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Warriors with some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Quentin Post. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Moses Moody in for Heel. And a change for the Timberwolves. Conley's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Kuminga. And they call an illegal screen here.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Julius Randle. Averaging 25 points per, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Now here's Butler. 5 points in the game. Curry wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Edwards. Randle against Kuminga to stop the run. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Randle.
You know, guys, every year Randle seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Now here's Curry. He's got 25. That's the 3 fly. And the Warriors another 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
McDaniels outside. Mr. Gobert. Here is Conley from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Kuminga. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for McDaniels. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Outside Conley. Reed with a screen for Conley. To the paint, fires it up. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Reed.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Substitutions here. Warriors leading by 7. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Spencer, the pass to Hield. Cranes the three-pointer. Hield's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Conley surveying the D. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
On the wing, Hield. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's Conley, and it's Shannon in at the shooting guard position.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And here's Randall after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Randall. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's Pajemski. It's to Curry. Clock at 6. Green with a screen on Conley. Curry passes to Green. Basket good. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Here's Shannon. Now Randall, defended by Kuminga. Randall against Kuminga. And Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randall throwing it down.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Some changes here for the Warriors. Quentin Post comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Pajemski. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Pass to Dillingham. Now here's Randall. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Curry to the middle. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 12-point game. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Curry with it. Now defended by Randall. Curry looking it over. Pass to Post. Outside Curry. Now Butler jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Randall. Edwards. The 3 is off.
He managed to knock down one triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Conley against Hield. Here's Curry. Fires the 3. And down goes the 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the Warriors with some changes. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Quentin Post. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dillingham. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Now Gobert. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Now here's Randall. And the 3 misses. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Green. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Trying to match threes, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one. Got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
Man, always nice to get win number 1 against the opponent. You'll be seeing a total of this matchup 4 times over the course of the year. So they set the tone tonight, though, for their season series against the Timberwolves.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
Oh, I love his approach. Business-like, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. And yeah, it's good.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Stephen Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Jimmy, congrats on the win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
A lot of heart. My teammates fought hard throughout the whole game, and everybody had a tough matchup. They manned up, and we did what we were supposed to do.
Congrats on the win.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.